Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Okay, I'm going to bring Stefania on.
Are these? Uh-oh. Waiting for Stefania. We are waiting. Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hello, hello. Hola. Let's see here. Why is it that? Wait, we'll try this again. Wait.
Hello.
Hi, beautiful.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good, I'm good.
You look beautiful.
Wow, thank you. You too as well. You do as well. Oh, there's butterflies. I'm by the window. Yeah, nothing. Sorry, I'm distracted.
In beautiful California weather.
In beautiful California weather. A little too hot today, but
It
still
was
beautiful.
really hot yesterday.
Crazy.
My goodness. How have you been?
I've been good. Very chilled, I have to be honest. Well, chilled because I've been home. But yeah, the situation in California hasn't been the most chilled, as you know.
No,
That's
across the world, really,
yeah, exactly.
but it's all for a good cause, which is positive. It's going to make the proper
Absolutely.
change. Um,
Absolutely.
and what else? I'm like trying to think about little things. I know you
Uh,
had said you looked at some questions.
I did. I looked at some questions today, and I don't know. Should we answer some of them? Should we go straight
Yes.
to it? Okay,
Yeah.
great. Okay, so one of the first questions that I got, it was this girl saying, "Was your first kiss that bad?" Which made me laugh because it implies that her first kiss wasn't that good. But do you remember your first kiss? How
Do
was it?
I remember my first kiss. I
How was
was
it?
so nervous. It was horrible because I was so nervous. I was shaking, like full on full body shaking. Um, extremely embarrassed, extremely nervous, and like it took an entire movie. Like he didn't make a move and I didn't make a move, and it took an entire 2 hour movie before anybody made a move. And then when it happened, it was
Wow,
just horrible and like
amazing. Yeah,
yeah, was not ideal. What about you? I'm hoping yours
I
is
don't
much better
think
than
so then.
mine.
Mine was actually I was talking about this yesterday. That's why I also
Mhm.
picked up the question. And I realized that my first kiss was with a girl. I was very young and it
Yes.
happened with a girl. And I'm not gonna say anything else because I don't want yeah, it's like too much information, but and it was great. It was like such a
We're
good
gonna have a
memory.
conversation in private after this.
Yeah.
About this. You're like, too much information. I'm like, now I have to know.
I have to know. Yeah, it
Um,
was great. And then I remember like my first actual boyfriend, we
mhm.
said that we were together for a month before we actually kissed.
Okay. How old were you? Do you mind saying?
Uh,
15?
15. Yeah, I did. The first kiss happened very early on, and then the first partner happened later on, and then the rest is history. I
I love that so much. That's so like nerve-wracking, like being so open and honest about your first kiss. It feels
love
like
it though. I was like, oh my God, I didn't think about that. That's so good
there's so
because you
many
don't
great
talk about these
questions.
things. Hmm?
No,
No.
there's so many great questions that people come up with that I'm always like, oh my God, or
Yes.
like really hard questions.
Yes. Okay. So one serious one was, how does it feel to represent an LGBT character on TV?
I mean, it makes me very
Mm,
proud to be able to like, because I think what was lacking so much, I've been in this industry for so long since I was like a little kid, as you know, and it's like what was
yeah,
lacking growing up is you really just didn't have diversity of everything in our
for
industry
sure.
of different race, religions, sexual orientation. And so I feel like to be able to be a character that is representing the LGBTQ community made me really proud. It just made me really proud of our the industry still has a really long way to go. There's a lot of shows that just don't properly represent every different community, but it made me really like, I've always been, because I know some people that are just not, for some reason, just not, don't want to, aren't comfortable. And I've always, my manager and agent have always been like, yes, hands down. Because I think I've said in the past, like, I'm such a firm believer that like love is love, and we're all humans.
God,
and
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
What about you? How do you feel about representing the LGBTQ?
Amazing for so many reasons. I feel like I grew up in a very conservative environment, and it wasn't bad, but it was very judgmental towards homosexuality specifically. And like, I feel like Italians are a very welcoming people, but like everybody, they kind of, I don't know, we're also very self-ironic, autoironia, so we make fun of ourselves, but I feel like we also make a lot of fun of other people, and I feel like the gay community gets like made fun a lot. And
in Sicily and in Italy?
In Italy,
just
yeah. It happened a lot growing up, and like I was a dancer for a long time, so I was around, I was around that all the time. And my best friend is gay, and I feel like being able to represent a bisexual character, so it's like a bit of both. It's like so important for me, because I feel like I get a lot of Sicilian people, a lot of like Sicilian girls that reach out to me, and it's like, it feels so good to have one of us representing us. Yeah. It's like, even us Sicilian, we can be gay, we can be bisexual, and it's so good that you can do it openly. And somebody like mentioned, I seen you kissing another girl on national America, like an international
representation.
TV.
Yeah.
It gives us the freedom to be able to do that, and not feel like we're doing something wrong. And that, like, wow, it gives me goosebumps, just breaks my heart every time. I'm gonna cry now.
Oh, don't. No, but it's like, you know, you do a little bit. I feel like that's what makes me so proud about it. It sounds like the same for you. It's like that we're able to be that representation on television, because it is. It's like, I feel like as women, just going to being a woman, like, I didn't know you could be certain professions until I saw them. Like, I feel like so much of influences our lives is like, we don't think we can actually do something or be something, or what we are feels wrong if we don't see it in the public eye, because it's not the popular way of thinking. And so to be able to be,
bisexuality is one of those things where you feel like you're not one, you're not the other, you're something in between. So it's like undefined, and being able to be like, no, I'm part of this group of people, and there's nothing wrong with me, and we just love, and you can fall in love with a girl, you can fall in love with a guy, and it's all good, and nobody freaking dies from it. So why judge it? Why feel like it's bad?
I know someone was like, love is love, like, what is so wrong? Like, what is, you know? But what was I gonna say? There's something else. Do you know like the Kinsey scale too? Have you ever heard of that? Some people might have heard of that, and if you haven't, people that are listening, like, the Kinsey scale is awesome. It came out a long time ago. There's actually a movie about it. But it's like Alfred Kinsey came up with this scale, which I always love. It's like that everyone's sexuality falls somewhere on the scale. You know, no one is 100% one or the other. You fall somewhere. And so, of course, there are more extremes one way or the other. But
yeah, super true. I feel that 100%. Do you?
Yeah. And I loved it too, because when the study came out, I was like, oh, like, my brain always works on like scientific, like, I like stats and numbers and like,
right.
And to see that also made me feel like, oh, like, okay, like, you don't
for that. Yeah,
and like I think you said earlier, you don't have to choose one or the other. Like, that's what's so great also about the fact that we're playing bisexual characters, is that, like, because I feel sometimes when people do discover that they're gay, that they're into, you know, whatever their sexual orientation is, they feel they have to, you feel there's the pressure that you have to make a decision, like, oh, I have to decide exactly what I am at
this moment. Gay, or am I straight? Am I, or like, where do I fall? Yeah, exactly, for sure.
And I just think that that's not fair. And knowing the Kinsey scale really like allowed, you know, that moment of like, oh, like, okay, there doesn't have to be a finite answer to this.
Black and white. No, absolutely.
Yeah. And I love that. And we're playing these bisexual characters.
Oh my God,
have you ever dated or been with a man on Grace?
I've only fooled around with a couple of
guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the relationships have been with women. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. So I was like, awesome. Is there any other questions you had in there?
Okay. What's your girl's crush?
Oh, this is so hard. What is your girl crush?
I have two.
Okay. What are they?
I have a Brazilian actress. Alice Braga. I don't know how you say in
Her name sounds
Portuguese.
sexy.
Alice
My
Braga.
kids.
I don't know, but I love her. She's so cute and charming and such a good actress, very honest, and I really like it. And then Zendaya, Mizzica.
I love that. Yeah, I could see both. I need to look up, name the first one again. What was her name?
Alice Braga or Alice Braga. She was in City of God, and I think she's very popular in Brazil. She's doing a series called Regina del Sud, Reina del Sur.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look her up. But Zendaya is amazing. I love that. I have no idea what mine would be. I guess like that's so hard. Like in my head, I'm thinking of like all the women that I find attractive. I'm like, my goodness. Like Kate Beckinsale, like in Underworld, was like insanely hot.
Nice.
But I'm trying to think like obviously Charlize Theron in anything she's ever done. I mean, come on. But like Jennifer Lawrence, also amazing. Like
wow,
we
have different tastes.
Oh, absolutely have different tastes. We have we know we have different tastes.
We do.
Yes.
How about
I
your
mean,
men's
come on,
crush?
we don't need to get in. Yeah, what'd you say?
How about your men's crush? I was able to think about these questions because I saw them first, so I'm sorry to put you on the spot.
No, you say yours first, then I'm gonna think. Oh God, I gotta think.
Mine are weird. Okay, so again, James McAvoy.
I knew you loved him. Yes, he's
Passion
always
and like. And
yep, he's a good one.
Wagner Moura.
Who?
Another Brazilian actor.
You love your Brazilians. I love it so much, and I'm sure the fans are loving that right now. Like I guess James McAvoy is a good one, but I can't take yours. Let me see. I feel like we had this conversation on set, and I had answers, and I can't remember where they were.
I don't remember them either. It was some like a little unexpected.
Well, yeah, I tend to like the nerdier, like Joseph Gordon-Levitt and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm back. Nothing wrong with that. I think it's cute. It just surprises me. It just surprises me coming from you.
Like the nerdy ones. I don't know what it is. Oh my God, my forehead vein is so prominent right now. No, there's definitely ones that like I also. To me, it's like the ones that are just amazing actors. Like if I watch a movie, I'm like, oh my God. Like I just watched Normal People and the male actor in that, or like Outlander and the male. I don't even know their damn. Sam Heughan, I think, is the main actor in Outlander. Oh my God.
Yeah, talent is so attractive, no matter what. Definitely more attracted to talent than to appearance.
Yeah, and I think that's my thing is like I just don't know. Like it's more their personality if I see them in an interview, but it's definitely so much more about like their talent. Like I'll see the talent for a crush, and then I'll be like, oh my God, who is this person? They're so talented.
Yeah.
And then I'll go watch them in an interview, and if they also have a great personality in an interview, I'm like, oh, that's my new crush.
Screwed. Yeah, I have a crush. It's official.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I guess I crush on a lot of people because I'm just saying every name.
Everybody's talented. Yeah.
But yeah, that's a great one too. That made me blush.
Yeah.
What is another? Did you have another question?
I'm forgetting. I think I need.
It's okay. I have a question box here.
Okay.
Do you want me to see what's through this too? Okay. I don't know what. Oh, at the moment. Favorite TV show at the moment?
I loved Euphoria, obviously. And then I just watched this whole Sopranos. I hadn't seen it, and it was fun.
Rewatched the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing, and it was great.
Sopranos was amazing. I never actually saw the final season though.
No.
Did
How
you?
about you? Favorite? Yeah, the whole thing.
My favorite show at the moment is that Normal People. I loved it.
I heard about it. I haven't seen it yet. Okay, nice. I'm gonna go check it out.
I mean, it's very sexual, but it's fun to watch, especially in quarantine. You're like, yay! But I also finally gave the morning show a chance because
Yeah.
I had watched the first 2 episodes and just wasn't into it. I wasn't vibing that show. And then someone said, just give it till the 3rd episode. And I ended up giving it to the 3rd, and then I gave it the 4th, and then it got so good.
Nice.
Yeah. So the morning show was really good too. So I would say like normal people in the morning show currently.
Okay, I'm gonna check them out.
I wish you could see questions too, because then you could help me pick on questions. People always ask this question. We've already answered this one before.
It's
awesome.
Good. It's very good.
And we've asked this one before. What's our favorite scene together? I'm like trying to find some new ones. These are all good questions though, and thank you guys for all the questions.
Yeah.
Have you been to Canada? That's a random one.
Yeah.
Whereabouts? I think we may have asked that before.
I think we did answer that before. Yeah, we have been to Canada. I think
I've been all over Canada, everywhere it feels like, but Nova Scotia. Oh, the question box covers your face. Okay, we'll get rid of the question box. We don't need to cover Stefania's face.
Oh, you go higher.
Wait, what? Yeah, go higher. Why isn't the question box going away though? Huh? There's a little X, but let me see if I can. Oh, geez. Now I'm just looking at my computer of myself. No, don't do that. I almost removed you, Stefania. Let's not do that. People are like, please don't do that. You guys, I can't get rid of the question box. No.
It's okay. I'm higher. I'm sitting
okay.
out
there. Oh, you love food. I'm going to have you answer this one. What's your favorite food? For anyone that doesn't know, Stefania loves food. Oh, wait, but are you full-on vegan?
I am a vegan that cheats. So,
okay. But you don't cheat with like meat, animal meat, do you?
No, I don't. I don't cheat with animal. The thing that I cheat with is usually cheese.
Cheese.
Or like if I go home and have granita with the brioche. The brioche has a little egg on it.
Yeah.
I definitely eat a lot of that. And the vegan goes out the window. Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
But
so if it has eggs or cheese?
Yeah. No, meat, I don't. You are vegan, no? You've been experiencing that for a bit.
I have been a vegan now for, well, I was a vegan basically 5 weeks, but then this last weekend I went and had brunch at Barrett's house.
Nice.
And her boyfriend made chicken sausage and bacon.
And you ate that.
I did eat that. So I'm not a, I mean, you can't, but I have to say, like, it was interesting to test it out because a big part of me is like taking away, I feel so much better not eating meat. And like my stomach did start to feel unsettled after I ate that food that day.
Friendly.
What?
And it's eco-friendly.
What is that?
Not eating meat, like the cows farts are one of the most polluting things in the world.
I know. So when I watched a documentary about that, I was like, oh my gosh.
I feel like I was talking to a friend and he was telling me, can you imagine in like 100 years it'll be like human race is extinguished because of cows' farts? That's crazy. If you were
we
like,
laugh at now, which would be really horrible.
Terrible. Yeah, no, not good. Not good. No, let's eat less meat. Definitely.
There's so many positives to it. And then when I started getting into Sakara, which is that company that I get my meals from, and like now I have their cookbook and their granola, and like the food tastes so good, and I'm so full. It's not like I'm starving. I don't feel like I'm depleted on any like nutrition. All like the kind of false stuff that you hear about that kind of food. I feel amazing.
Nice.
So,
I love that.
So yes, but I did have some bacon.
But favorite food, yeah, for me, pizza.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, you love pizza.
I love pizza. I'm obsessed with pizza. I could eat pizza every day. And then I love a lot of like cookies, biscotti. I do sometimes tiramisu. Mascarpone.
I haven't had tiramisu in a long time. Do you dip your biscotti in? Is it biscotti or biscotti?
Biscotti.
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 In my coffee? In coffee, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a thing. I think it wasn't the live we were on, but last live I did, I was telling everyone how amazing that espresso you made for me was.
Thank you.
In your new espresso machine. It was so good with oat milk, and everybody was like, so what kind of espresso beans did you use? I don't even know if
I actually have a very sensitive stomach, so I have to use some like with low acidity, and we try to get organic. I kind of change up a lot, but maybe like the closest possible. I don't try to source it from the other side of the world if possible.
As locally grown as you can.
Yeah. as
I love
possible,
that.
as close as possible. Right?
I still don't know why I can't get the box to go away, but we can see your
That's
face. I can see your
fine.
face now.
Yeah.
Here,